Hi, if you're a Sagittarius born November 22nd to December 21st, what can you expect for the month of June 2017? Let's tune in and find out. So Sagittarius, there's a lot of good things that it feels like you've been working towards, and these little milestones. And so it's something you're planning, whether that's to be married, or you're about to have a baby, or you've been building a home and you're about to move in, or there's some aspect of your career that you're about to launch. It's like all these little steps along the way. It finally comes into blossom here in June in a really good way. So things really are coming together for you, and which makes sense to me because Jupiter, the planet of luck and beauty and the expansion, actually has been retrograde, and now it goes direct on June 9th. So it really can help fulfill and push forward any dreams or desires that you want. So I feel like this is a terrific month, Sagittarius, for you guys to get what you want, to keep moving forward with it. All right, let's look at personal relationships, starting with romantic relationships for those of you coupled Sages for the month of June. And let's see what's in store for you. There may be initially a little distance between the two of you, whether that you've just been apart or whether you've been traveling in different time zones, or whether you just are super busy and living in the same house but aren't connecting as much. And I do feel like as we move into June that goes away, that you really do connect in a deeper level and more fun. So I do feel like this month is going to be more opportunity for you guys to be together. And if you aren't together, there's at least a stronger emotional connection that's going to happen. The other thing that's coming up is you're being asked to really listen to your partner, and not listen in a way like, oh, I know what you're going to say and I know I'm going to respond. But to actually sit with them and think to yourself, or just become curious. I wonder what they're going to say. I wonder how they're going to be. By stepping into a place of curiosity, it allows us to free up the partner so that they can respond in whatever way they need to be. Right? Because sometimes when we have people pegged or figured out and put in a box, they don't have the freedom, and we certainly don't have the freedom to see them to be different. So you're being asked to listen to your partner differently and to be able to give them the freedom to respond how they need to respond. And the way that you would do that, Sages, is you can become curious. Like as they're talking, you can think to yourself, oh, I wonder what they're going to say, or I wonder how they're going to be. And really become curious with them. It will give them more room to be themselves, and you're going to see the relationship, instead of it being choked or small, you can actually see the relationship bloom and grow. And when you become curious about your partner, that's going to make them feel good. It's going to make them feel positive, and they're in turn are going to want to give you more. So it really works, and I see there's an opportunity for you to heal your relationship and to help it grow. So I like June a lot for that reason for you guys. Okay, so let's look for single Sages. If you're interested in romance this month, what can happen for you? You have a lot of creative energy available for you this month, and you look, you remind me of like a little fairy where you can go around and bless everything. Like I bless this person, I bless that person, I'm going to make your life better. So you have the capacity to really make a lot of people happy. The question is, who's going to make you happy? And in order to do that, you have to let other people in. You have to allow them to come into you. You have to allow them to give them a chance to get to know you. And you have to be willing to kind of have your guard down. And I think this month you might attract somebody who can make you feel safe, and who can make you feel like they want to take care of you just as much as you want to take care of them. And I know Sages aren't typically, somebody, who takes care of people, but you're like that energy of like, you want to like, put fairy dust on everybody, right? And keep going, right? Just have a good time. And I feel like this person is able to sprinkle fairy dust on you, and that you'll really be able to settle in. So it feels like it's a fun month. It feels like there's a lot of activity, a lot of different people, If you want to zero in on one person, that's possible, especially towards the latter part of the month. I would say around the new moon on Cancer on June 23rd would be the most powerful time. That either the June 13th or June 23rd are two dates that are coming up where you could meet somebody new. Also June 9th, the full moon in Sagittarius, which is when Jupiter goes direct in Libra. Also on that June 9th, that full moon, you could meet somebody there. That's a really great festive full night. So there's actually several times this month where you could single out one person for romance if you're looking for it. All right, so let's move on to money for Sagittarius and what you can expect in the month of June for money. So you may have to be a little patient with your money. There may be some delays, or money that was delayed actually might show up this month towards the end of the month. But if there have been delays with your money, look for those to be cleared up towards the end of the month. It also feels a little bit dry or a little bit short. Like there's money, but it's not as good as you wanted or as much as you expected. I do feel like that's going to move. You're going to find better ways of doing things financially. I also feel like you may run across a new program or a new accountant or a new financial manager or that is going to help you realign your assets or do things differently so you actually have more money for the decade, for another 10 years, right? So it feels like there's some adjustments that happen financially that are able to support you, but you are going to have to seek that out. I don't see it just like falling into your lap. You're going to have to go, wait, I need to do that, and then start actively asking people and researching and finding somebody good. And it's not going to be too hard because everything is moving forward this month. A lot of the planets are all moving forward. So there's a lot of momentum to help us get what we want. So I feel like this month you're going to have a lot of information coming in that's going to help you about your financial future, that's going to support you, and that's going to feel really good. All right, so let's look at your health for Sagittarius. I think this month there's a focus on taking care of your anxiety and nerves and stomach and really being able to take care of your health. They say that a lot of good health lives in the gut. So probiotics are coming up and things like that for you to be able to stay healthy and happy. This feels like it's a good month and you want to put your focus on your stomach, on your gut. And that's going to help you to be able to be stronger and be able to fight off colds and things like that. Okay, so all in all, I feel like it's a good month for your health. Even though it doesn't sound like I can talk, I'm sorry. Wow, I'm tripping all over my tongue. All right, let's see if there's anything else for you guys this month. Okay, so is there anything unexpected for Sagittarius for the month of June? Yeah, there may be something new that's very unique and maybe an opportunity to travel around June 17th. It sort of comes out of the blue and it feels like it just feels like you're transported to another time. And that could mean that you've been invited to some palatial estate that has been preserved from the 30s, or that this person that you're with is not at all what you anticipated or expected and they're refreshing and completely unique. So it could be something like that. So it's either a person or an event, but there's this unexpected, delightful energy around June 17th that's just going to open up and really nurture you and feed you, and it's going to be one of the highlights, it feels like, of June. So that time frame, there's some really good positive things happening for you. All right, Sagittarius, have a terrific month. Thank you for viewing and liking and commenting on my intuitive astrology, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month. So have a wonderful June, everyone.